This week on BZTV, presented by Hikari, we'll finish up our tour of Charley Grimes' fish room in Indy. Charley, in your typical home or office, 20-gallon, 29-gallon, 55-gallon, you have a little air pump that basically pushes air through the tank, works the filter, works a bubble wand if you have it. You've kind of circumvented that and went to one big unit. Explain that a little bit.
This air pump is a linear pump, and it's got two piston-like things in it, and it'll pump enough air for 300 tanks. Wow. So I built a central system and got an air pipe all the way around the fish room so I can get air in each one of my tanks. In fact, I try to have air running in every tank, just as a safeguard as well as to run filters and circulate the water. So you've made the system well enough that if you wanted to add another 4 or 5 rows of 20 or 40 tanks, you can hook right into that air system you have right now. Yes. In fact, at one time, a friend of mine had a little problem at home, and I ended up taking care of his fish tank. So I had over 200 fish tanks total in this fish room running off of that pump. Wow. By the way, 200 fish tanks is more than one person can take care of real easily. But we got by, and he got his fish back, so it all worked out. As you tell us that story from experience. From experience.
There's more BZTV, presented by Hikari, coming up.
From the leader in aquatic nutritional innovation, the world's first diets that include a living microorganism, Hikari germ. These spore-form bacteria become live once in the digestive tract of your fish and overpower bad bacteria, reducing their negative impact on your pet while increasing enzymatic action, allowing more efficient use of the nutrients and color-enhancing ingredients. They also work to decompose waste once it leaves your fish's body, helping to improve your water quality. Try Cichlid BioGold Plus and put the Hikari germ to work for you.
Frustrated with your cloudy aquarium? Want a simple, easy-to-use solution for clear, clean, healthy, odor-free water? You need EcoBioBlock. EcoBioBlock's unique beneficial bacteria live and multiply in volcanic rock for up to 2 years, reducing the need for maintenance and water changes. EcoBioBlock in every aquarium for clear water, healthy fish. Give us a call or go online to ecobioblock.com.
Charley, as far as laying out the ultimate fish room, we have a maze of blue pipes and white pipes and clear hoses and about 50 or 60 fish nets. Explain a little bit about what it takes to build the great fish room.
Okay. Well, fish rooms, as much in my experience, evolve. I didn't know I needed this much electrical outlets. I didn't know I needed this good of an air system. And so over the years, it's just evolved into having the fish room rewired and building a good air supply system. There's a air valve over every tank. So I've got probably 150 air valves that I can access anytime I want to, wherever I need to. There's also a central filtration pumping water in these tanks in the center part. As I built I got more tanks and built the stands, I kind of realized how I wanted it set up. And so some of the stands are pretty much homemade, cement blocks and 2x4s. Most of them have slotted iron. That's not all that expensive and pretty easy to use once you've done an erector set. As a kid, you understand how to do this for aquariums. And you have them level and have them where you got enough access you can get in to work in a tank, and that pretty much takes care of it. I did find out that I had to cover tanks for 2 reasons. One, fish jump. The other reason is I'd like to keep the humidity in the tanks as much as I can, which almost leads to another segue. I found out it makes a fish room a lot more comfortable if you have a dehumidifier running. So I've got a big 60 quart, I think it is, anyway, the biggest portable dehumidifier I could get. And the water that comes out of the dehumidifier I save in a barrel. So I've got access to about 8 gallons of distilled water every day that I use for my fish tanks.
There's more BZTV, presented by Hikari, after these messages.
Cordon's Amquel Plus detoxifies your aquarium of fish killers like ammonia and nitrates. Amquel Plus detoxifies harmful chloramines, toxic pheromones, and chlorine, and has been a trusted solution for aquarists for more than 30 years. Cordon's superior water conditioning products help make fish keeping easy. Visit Cordon.com and check out the entire line of products and ask for Cordon products at your favorite store. Cordon, trusted solutions since 1961.
Charley, obviously we're here in the dead of winter, and it feels like, I don't know, 72 degrees in here. What do you do to make up the difference, obviously, in the winter and summer? Do you try to keep it at whatever the temperature is, 72, 75 year-round?
This is another thing that evolved as my fish room got bigger and I tried to do a better job. I originally started out with an oil furnace and no air conditioning. And it was okay in the wintertime and hotter than dickens in the summertime. And then I finally went to a wind air conditioner, and about 2 years ago we put in central air into the fish room and the house, and the same with central heat. So now I've got a thermostatically controlled zone for the fish room. I try to keep it between 75 and 78 degrees year round.
And that eliminates you having to have heaters in all 115 tanks then?
Correct. And since heaters aren't 100% reliable, it's a lot safer for the fish and my hobby to have central heating and central air than it is to have each tank controlled that way.
Charley, with 115 tanks, I would imagine that you have quite a few nets. Why?
Well, with this many tanks and this many fish, I need different size nets depending on the tank and the size of fish. I've got some big nets and some nets that are only maybe an inch, inch and a half across. They got big, wide mesh, and some of them are almost like bed sheets. So, different tools for different tasks.
When I told Charley Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari, wanted to film his fish room, I think, Charley, it took the zoo word a little too literally. A 6'6", 700-pound giraffe?
It's my wife's hobby. I can't control her.
So, we go to the aquatics, the wife brings the zoo. Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari. Next time on Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari, we've got a backstage pass to one of the nation's top-rated aquariums, the Tennessee Aquarium in Chattanooga, Tennessee. To learn more about the show or to email us, go to bluezootv.com.